Okay, so we're back talking about the tricks and trade of the illusion of the ego, if you want to call it that. It's not a separate thing to you, your ego. It is literally just, as we know, a collection of thoughts and feelings. Nevertheless, for the continuity of the illusion, the setup of the ego has its ways sometimes to try and pull us back in to the realms of separation. Now, it's not like if you are being your character or being your ego that you're doing something wrong. Like, you're literally here to play this game and have all the fun in the world. But if it isn't serving you, this might be why. So the reason why I say your focus has to just be purely internal is because, again, there isn't actually anything else going on out there. Like, there isn't anything happening independent of you. You are experiencing day to day a literal, direct, physical representation of your mind. There's not another force separate to you. There's no lag happening. There's literally nothing happening apart from what you say you are in that moment. There's literally only now. So, oftentimes with the ego, you'll be like, okay, I've decided I want this thing. I've decided I have this thing. And then you will go about hyper fixating on it. You will hyper fixate on the 3D to check if it's there, to check on your progress, to dig up the seed that you have just planted. Whilst you can just be like, well, circumstances don't matter, so I can look for proof as much as I want and it doesn't matter and I still have it. Yes, that's entirely true if that's your assumption. But if you are under the assumption that you have to do something and then receive something and then you go looking for it, you are literally then saying, I decided on something and then now I'm the person that's looking for it. Then you're not the person that has it. I'm sorry. But only you know that. Only you know who you're being. But I will say, if you have actually decided on an identity that you now are, you're not actually looking for it in the 3D. Like, you couldn't care less. You actually couldn't care less because you're just like, it doesn't mean anything. You're like, there's nothing going on out there. Like, what would I possibly be looking for? It's literally just me. So the second I'm like, okay, I've decided I'm this person, and then I go look and check if I am that person, then I'm just the person that's checking if I'm that person, rather than actually being it. You have to remember that it is you telling your external reality what is happening and not the other way around. So what possibly are you doing? Because then you're just saying, I'm the person that's looking for something I don't have. And that is exactly what will be mirrored back to you. Like, it just doesn't make any sense when you actually understand that. So by being like, yeah, but how do I not look at the 3D? Like, by understanding what's actually going on. Like, are you going to stand in your mirror, truly, and expect your reflection to do something different to what you are actually doing? Like, that's all you're doing. You're asking, how can I make my reflection move if I'm not actually moving? That's what you're asking. So, whilst you don't need to soothe your own ego, right? Just fucking let it be. Literally just let it be. Circumstances don't matter. They don't create of themselves. Your external reality is a now representation of who you are being. So if you're like, I've decided, I've accepted it, and then you're going and looking for it, no, you haven't. Because if you were actually that person that you said, you wouldn't be looking for it. You wouldn't notice that it wasn't there because you actually have it. So it's about being honest with yourself again and not falling down the hole that your ego wants to bring you into. Like, oh yeah, but it's not actually here, but I can't actually see it. So that means you don't have it. So you better look, you better check to see if you've done it right. Like, you have to be aware of that. And you might say, well, what about when things pop up in my reality that I wasn't expecting or that caught me off guard? That was part of my old identity, or that was a circumstance that I didn't prefer because I've decided who I am now. A, why do you care? Because you know that circumstances don't create of themselves. B, you're literally the only one that is assigning meaning to anything you see or experience out there. So if you're like, oh, but I decided I was with my SP, but then I saw them kissing someone else in the parking lot. What? You're assigning meaning to that. why aren't you just like, oh no, I saw my SP and they actually were, that was actually their auntie that they were just given a peck on the cheek, and just before that they were literally having a long conversation about how in love he is with me. Like, literally, you're giving it meaning. There isn't anything else happening outside there. It's literally just you saying what is going on. So because you'll often hear like your 3D is the physical representation of your dominant identity. Now, this can get a bit wishy-washy, because then you're just in the realms of like, well, how do I know if it's my dominant identity? And then we get into like the realm of techniques, like I need proof to know that I'm, like, you don't need any of that. You literally don't. But it is whatever you are broadcasting and saying, I am this. If you have actually accepted it, that is what you will see. If you've half-assed accepted, well, it could be that or it could be that, then what do you expect you're going to see? If you consider any other possibility than the timeline that you have selected or think you've selected, if you consider any other possibility, you will also have the chance of seeing that. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have to have conviction. But that's why I always simplify it. I'm like, it literally doesn't fucking matter. Like, if you are actually focused on your sense of identity, of who you are, you're not bothered about the 3D, because you know what it is. And even if you see stuff that is like the opposite or stuff you don't prefer, you're just literally so unmoved, because you're like, that's not me. That's not me. That's like, again, someone coming up to you and being like, oh, you're a marshmallow. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm literally so unmoved by it, because I know what my identity is. Like, I know what I am. So I'm unbothered. It is still operating under the illusion that there is something that you can do wrong, that there is a process or steps that you have to follow, that there is a mechanism at work that you have to allow to happen. All of that is made up. So you're literally looking for validation to say, did I do it right? I decided, but did I actually decide? That's your whole problem. You're saying, I decided I'm this person, but then I saw this, so I did it wrong. So did I actually decide? You are the only person who knows. You're the only person who knows who you are. You're the only person who knows if you've accepted it. You're the only person that can assign anything meaning. I can't tell you how to do it. Nobody else can tell you how to do it. I can't tell you if you've accepted it or not. Only you can. It is constant self-trust. Because then I get the, oh, but I did decide, but then I saw this. And I'm like, and? Like, I get it. I do get it. But I'm actually here to help. Like, that's not fucking helping you. It isn't. If I was like, oh, no. Oh, dear, yeah, that definitely means you don't have it. That definitely means you're not going to be with your SP. That definitely means he's cheating on you. Like, what the hell? They're not even a separate thing to you. You are literally telling the whole story. You are telling the whole entire story of them. Like, they are literally just you. And I'll say it as many times as needed. Like, genuinely. They aren't doing anything other than what you say they're doing. If that's in relation to an SP. And it's the same thing with anything in your reality, but it is the fact that you won't actually accept that you are everything. And the thing is, because there is no time in a linear fashion, there is just now, you can decide on something, but you've decided who you are, and then you've re-decided that you are then not that person. And it is as simple as, in every moment, are you that person or are you not? Like, I don't care if you decided last night and then you've woken up this morning and you've said, oh, it's not here, I definitely don't have it. Then you just re-decided. Like, it is about saying, I am this person because I am aware that I am the only person, the only being that chooses who I am. Therefore, this is what I choose. Like I choose what I'm having for dinner, I'm now choosing to be with this person, or I'm now choosing that I have this or I am this. That's just it. Now, if you're like, okay, well, I can go and look and see things as much as I like and it doesn't matter because I still get everything I want, then that's your assumption. But if you're then like, okay, well, I saw this, so it means I don't have it. What I'm trying to get at is there is no external mechanism at play here. There isn't. There's just being, and you are the being, and you are assigning everything meaning. You're like, oh, I saw that, so it means I don't have it. Okay, well, that's what it means then. Like, there isn't anything else deciding. There is no inherent meaning in anything. Like, this is what I really want you guys to get, because it is like a really common theme. You're like, oh, well, I decided, and then this happened. So then it means that I don't have it and I must have done something wrong. So how do I do it? Like, that's not a thing. You are literally the only one assigning it meaning. There is no how, there is no why. There's literally just you saying who you are, period, in every moment. That's it. It's so, so simple. And I feel like it is still being overcomplicated because most people are still in the realm of a swirling storm of techniques, laws, processes and steps, which I do get. So if I see something I don't like in my reality, like say I'm like, okay, I want to be with my SP, and again I'm like, okay, I am with my SP, that's who I am, I've decided. If I'm the person who actually knows what is down and I'm like, no, I am actually, because I'm the only one in the situation, and then I see my SP out with someone, texting my friends, whatever, I don't know, I would then just be like, oh, amazing, he must be chatting to them about me. Because that's, well, what else would he be chatting to them about? Because he's with me. Or if I've just said some words and I've said, oh, I've decided, and then I see he's messaging my friends or whatever it is, and I'm like in a spiral, like, oh my God, that means that I've done something wrong. Like, this isn't working. I'll never be with him, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's it. That's just it.